Hello, Flosstubers. This is Lynn Wilches, and it is March 21st, 2017. First off, I'd like to thank all of you for your positive feedback and everything that you've sent me. And a lot of you have asked questions and whatnot, and I'm going to try and answer some of those. So I do really appreciate all the feedback that you've given me, and you're awesome. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and try to see what I've got, because I did this once before and the video didn't work, so this is like a take two type thing. Okay, I did finish Nantucket Rose. I'm happy to say she's doing really good. I did do some cleaning in my quilt room, what I call my quilt room, my craft room, a couple of weeks ago. That was before I found out that I have bronchitis. I went into the doctor yesterday and have bronchitis. So if I'm a little loopy today, that's part of it. All I want to do is go crash in bed. So I'm trying to keep myself moving. So in the cleaning process, I got rid of a few things. I put quilt blocks up on Instagram for a giveaway. I only had 2 people that were interested, which was fine. And so yesterday I sent that package off to the gal in Canada, and I'm tickled to death that she wanted them, and it'll put them to good use. It was something I wasn't going to do, and it was almost to the point where I wanted to throw them away. So if other people can use them, I'll do that too. I have a few things that I put on eBay. You know, I tend to do that on occasion, no big deal. So while I was doing my cleaning, and that's what I'm looking for, I found a cross stitch that I started. Gosh, my daughter and my son had to be, 5, 6 years old, which now they're 32 and 28. So that tells you how long ago it's been. And so when I found it, I thought, oh, way cool. I completely forgot that I had done it. So, and then I panicked. I thought, oh no, I don't have the pattern. And so I went digging through my stuff, and thank you, Lord, it was there. So I went to Staples, and I made copies. And so then I took my green marker and I marked all the areas that had been done. So this will show you what I did. See? Aren't they cute? Well, sort of. That was cutesy back then when my kids were young. And these were things that I would do more often than I realized. I was really into Precious Moments. I collected the figurines when they were $6 and $8 a piece, and I still have a couple of those. They're my favorites. And then Precious Moments got real expensive. I think now you got to pay $100 and some for them. So I don't go there. So in finding this, then I realized that I needed to finish it, and I wanted to finish it. Whose name's going to be at the bottom to do the family tree part, I don't know, but when the time comes, we'll figure that out. Okay. And if I look funny looking down, I'm looking at to see how whether you're being able to see me or not. So I love looking at you, but I got to figure out whether I'm looking like an idiot or not. So there you go. So I was also working on, and I hope I didn't put it away because I did the video before. Oh, here we go. This one. It's not cross stitch, but it is embroidery. And this is called Bird Feeder. It's Brazilian embroidery. And the reason why it's called Brazilian embroidery is because of the floss that we use is rayon. It's beautiful floss. Different sizes, so you have different things that you can do with it. And I've been working on this probably for about a year. Now 6 months. So I hope to have it finished. I'm trying to get this bottom part done so that it yeah going weird. This bottom part done so that it'll cover over the stump. And once I get that done, then I can finish the two birds and whatnot. So in saying the embroidery part, I thought, well, I wanted to do an envelope bag. And I really didn't want to do cross stitch on the envelope bag, even though cross stitch is beautiful. I decided to go through some old patterns that my mother and I have collected over the years. And we've collected them primarily because great-grandmother and grandmother had them, and they would draw their own designs and stuff, so we have theirs. And then the other part was because people just wanted to throw away old designs that women had done embroidery on. So I took out this particular pattern that some lovely lady had designed, and I thought, well, I want to put that on an envelope bag. And I get the directions and stuff from Vana. So I started it at my embroidery meeting. I went ahead and I started it. So this is the start of it. It's not a lot. It's not perfect. But it's going to be an envelope bag, so I don't think it really needs to be perfect. Somebody's going to pull a thread, so, you know, that happens. It does happen. So anyway, now that I've finished Nantucket Rose, and I will show you her, Nantucket Rose is done, and I hope that I can get started on my daughter's stockings, but I have other things to do first, which I'll show you. My Heaven and Earth design I need to work on at least till the 15th to see if I can get a page done. So once I get over that hurdle of a challenge to see how far I really get, then I will start her stocking, because that is next that needs to go on one. So this is Nantucket Rose. Isn't she pretty? I just love her. She's gorgeous. So she came out awesome. And see the peach in the dress. That was my mistake, but you know what? I love it. It came out awesome. So now I just need to get her framed, and I can't wait to get her framed. It's going to be really cool. And on weekends I've been working for a friend of mine, scanning some things in for her because she's a CPA, and I used to work for her years ago. So I've been making some extra money, and I think that extra money is going to go into putting frames on the cross stitch. And as you saw last time, I have a lot to be framed. So then I started, then I got back to my Heaven and Earth designs, and I believe it's the Pentagram cat or the cat pentagram, something like that. And I've been working on her. And so this is how far I've gotten. Isn't that cool? Details are showing. Now I'm going to get to my, so these are the projects that I've been working on. The ocean, the beautiful sea, SAL, stitch along. I'm still working on that. I need to print out number 12. I need to finish up some more stuff, but I haven't quite got to that point where, ooh, I want to work on it. And I work on things not because I have to or because I have a deadline, you know. I mean, well, deadline, yeah, I do. That's the Heaven and Earth one. But I had a deadline 2 months ago and I didn't use it. So, and I have been known to be late, last minute person. So, must be in the family trait. That being said, I ordered, and these are awesome. I just love them. I ordered the thread, I don't know if you want to call them thread catchers or what you want to call them, but they're for parking. And I got this from Floss Candy, And she's also on Instagram as Floss Fairies Flossie, something like that. Anyway, she's really cool, and I love seeing her work. She does beautiful work, and she does a whole bunch of thread catchers and stuff. So this is one of her what I'd consider a thread catcher. See if we can get it into focus. Isn't that pretty? So I love the colors. I just love the rainbow part of it. I'm not a pink person, but these are cool. So anyway, they're little clips. See how they clip? I'm getting it up high enough so that you can see it. And then you have your magnets. So the magnet clips on the bottom. And oops, get it in the right spot and it would help. So you have the magnet there. And then you take your second magnet. And I'm going to put the magnet under here. And then I'm just going to clip this right on top, just like that. See? It just goes right on. So it's snapped on here. And now, when you want, like here, I put the threads through, and then they're holding it. Like these threads right here, I'm going to flip it around so you can get it. And let's see if I can do this two-handed with it standing up. So anyway, you open it up, and then you just kick these puppies right underneath, and there you go. There you go. It holds them. It looks good. It holds them. I had, those of you that followed me on Instagram, I had used washers. And the washers worked really good, but you had to get the thread through the hole. And once you got it through the hole, then it was fine. So that being said, you can use things around the house that will work just as good. I just like the color of this, and I do have some of grandmother's old jewelry, costume jewelry that have clip-on earrings, and that would be another thing I could use. And I need to go down and clean those out and then take out the oddball ones, and I might just convert them, or I might work and see if I can make those into thread catchers and stuff, a thread catcher, or even make them into the needle minders. So you know, those are options, and they're things you can do. You don't have to buy stuff. You can find things around the house, but Floss Candy has some really cool ones. And after a while, after watching them and watching people buying them and everything, I just couldn't resist. So I bought that. And then that came in the mail yesterday. So along with that came Let Freedom Ring. This thing. I love it. And you know what? I am not a colonial person. I am not, I'm not into the old cross stitch, some of the samplers and stuff. I'm really not into those. It's very rare that you will find that I will go, ooh, on a colonial sampler. I do like what people do, and I will comment that I like what they're doing. It's not necessarily what I like, but it's not what matters to me. You know, I don't make them, so it doesn't matter to me. You're making them. You're doing a beautiful job. I'm going to say you're doing a beautiful job. They're just not ones that I really can. And it's kind of funny. I showed this to my husband last night, and he just kind of looked at me like, uh-huh. And I thought, well, he's not any more colonial than I am. But I says, well, I liked it, so I bought it. All right, so the next one that I'm going to start, and hopefully I'm going to start it probably next month, because like I said, I want to get the Heaven and Earth design done, is this. So that's the design that Kat wants for her stocking. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's going to be next on my list, and it almost looks like it might go pretty quick. And I don't go small, I go big. So we'll see. So then, all right, now I want to get to some thoughts and ideas, because some people were asking, how do I do this and how do I do that? Oh, and Ginger Gerald was asking in his video what people do for extra threads and stuff that they don't wrap around the DMC cardboard. Well, it's not cardboard, but it's plastic. You know, the anyway, those things. So I told him to check out Annie's Keepers, and you can Google Annie's Keepers on your thing. And what they are, they're these little tabs. See these tabs? They're plastic. They're not cheap. They're expensive. And there's also the bars that come with it. So this one has a hook, and the bars are pretty, pretty good wide. They're for file cabinets. So if you have like a file box. So, in that being said, I'll show you how I do this, and then I'll show you how I store them in my file box. And most of these are my Brazilian embroidery floss, and these are awesome. So what I did, and in this case, I didn't have Annie's Keepers with me when I was doing this, so I tied it a little bit so they wouldn't fall off the thing. So as soon as I can get this off out of the knot, I will show you a real quick and easy way of using these Annie's Keepers. I will say at this point that you be careful where you get them from. I ordered them, and I'm not going to really say who, but they were the cheapest. And if you really want to know, message me and I'll tell you, because I don't want to hurt somebody's business. But I was disappointed because I ordered them. I ordered the Annie's Keepers a month before we were going to seminar last year in June. I think I gave it a month and a half. And a week before seminar, excuse me, a week before seminar, good old bronchitis, I emailed them and I said, I ordered these a month ago. I still haven't gotten them. I wanted them for the seminar so that I could use, because I'm going to buy a whole bunch of floss for the first time, and I needed something to put them in. So 2 days later, I got the box, no explanation or anything, but then they charged me for 2 days shipping, and that ticked me off because I had ordered it a month and ahead in advance so that I wouldn't have to be charged the hurried up price. I could get the bare minimum on the price. They could just mail it and it'd get there in good time. Well, it didn't get there in good. So 2 days before seminar, I received the package and I was not happy. I ended up paying the shipping cost that I would have paid the difference of on the other website. So be careful, just because it's cheaper doesn't mean that their customer service is the best. So that being said, I took my little tag off. See the tag? Took it off, and now I'm wrapping it around my finger. See? Now I'm going to take, and on Annie's Keepers, they have this little bar piece here, and that's where it snaps into the bar. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But there's like a little ledge there, and I don't know if it's going to show you or not. It wants to focus on me, so let's see. Is it going to focus? It's not focusing. So anyway, this is the bottom part that we work with, and so I take a crochet hook. Yes, I crochet too, and I put it through the hole, and then I loop it into my floss like so. And you have your loop, just like in crocheting or whatever. And then I put my fingers between, and you're going to loop it just like this onto the Annie's Keeper. See? Now, they come with, let me open my box here. They come with stickers that you can put the sticker of the thing on. So here's a sheet of stickers, and they're all little circles, and I don't think you can see them, but they're little circles all over this sheet. So once that's done, then you can put the sticker right there, and you know exactly what it is. Some people said that those are, some of the gals that have these, they're permanent stickers. Well, when I'm doing my Brazilian embroidery, there's only certain numbers anyway, and I'm going to order them anyway. So I don't care that I don't care that it's a permanent sticker. But with the different flosses that you get, the hand dyes and stuff like that, that's where I would probably go get a Staples and get those little round circles. And what you could do is get the ones with the different colors and say, you know, blue would be Shipley's Manor, and then a red one would be whatever the other one is that you like, and then you can put the number on there or the color and you'd be fine. So when you're storing them, and this is how they would work out. See, you've got all of these threads. They move around on the bar, you know, no problems. And the fun part with these, see that? You have two colors in here. You can just move your hands around, pop it out. There it is. See, that's one sticker. Now these little circles come in handy for the big rings, the rings that we use for cross stitch, that we use on our DMC and whatnot. These hook into those perfectly. So anyway, and if you notice, it's going to be really easy to normally pop that back in, and then it catches. You see, it catches, so they're not going to fall out. And what I do is I have this file box. I'll get up and show you. See, so I have this file box, and you open it, and there are all those bars, and you take this and you just grab a hold and tuck it right in. So if there's another color or something that I want, I can label on here. I can label on here exactly what it is. And then the fun part is that I just take the one I want and I pull it out. It's that simple and it's that easy. And you know what? It's organized and it's not a mess. So when I do Brazilian embroidery and go to seminar and places like that, I will take that, and that way I know what colors I have, what colors I can get, and it works really good. So that being said, that was my tip for the day. I pretty much think I showed you all the stuff that I deleted off the first video, so I think we're good. The only thing that I didn't show you was quilt maker that's up on my wall, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is try to find a picture or take a picture and then I'll put it on one of my videos, but it's not going to be on this one. So Nantucket Rose is completed. I've got a few things that I need to do. The Beautiful Sea stitch along needs to be worked on, but right now I'm just not in the mood to do that one. I'm a couple parts behind, and I think the new one comes out this Friday, so I might wait until Friday and then have the two and then start working on it again. I kind of lost interest a little bit, but I will get that interest back. I can't wait to get started on Kathleen's stocking, but the funny part is there's like about 4 others in line that I want to do. I'm not a person that likes to mark exactly when I'm going to work on something. So, and there goes my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good and have a great day. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you again next time.